Hi guys, Piyush here, and in this video I'm going to tell you about Spring Batch in Spring Boot project. So I have already created the project. I will explain that how can we implement the batching. So this is the student.csv file. Basically what are we going to do is that we are going to read the data of the student from the CSV file, and then we are going to store the data in the database. In the pom.xml, these are the required dependency to run the project. So the first dependency is required, which is Spring Boot starter batch. Then we have Spring Boot starter JDBC, and then we have Spring Boot MySQL connector Java that is required for the database. Since I am using MySQL database, so this is MySQL connector Java. If you are using some other database like Postgres, Oracle, you can use respective connector for the database. And we have the other dependencies which is required to run the project. After that, we have the student class where we have the properties of the student. So we have the first name, last name, email, and the age. Then we have constructor, no R constructor. Then we have argument constructor. Then we have setter and getter for the student class. Since I am using Hibernate, so I am using the @entity annotation. So when we run the project, it will automatically create the table in the database. So we don't need to create the table explicitly. Then we have batching. Then we have person item processes. Here we are transforming the data on that student class we have. Like suppose the first name I am converting it to the uppercase and the last name also. Then I am passing those value and returning the transformation data. Next we have batch config file where we are using the all the code required to implement the batching. So here this enable batching processing allow us to create lot many beans which are required, so that we don't need to write the boilerplate code. So Spring Boot provides all the beans. Here we are taking auto wiring the job builder factory, then we are auto wiring step builder factory and the data source. Next, here we have the file reader that we are reading the CSV file that I told you about. So I showed you in the beginning, student.csv. Then we are mapping the first name, last name, and whatever data there in the database. Next we have the person item processors that I have already talked about. Then we are writing, then we have the writers. So here we are writing the data to the database. So the query we are using is here insert into the student class student, and the value we are mapping it. Then we have the data source that we are auto wiring here so that it can save into the database. Next we have this import user job that I will tell you that we are using it to the flow, that is step 1 method that we have created here, so that we can actually do the job. These are the methods that are performing the jobs. So first is here in the step method I will tell you that we are using the chunks. This chunk is saying that it will check, it will read the data in chunks. I am passing the value 10, so it will read 10 records in one step. Then I'm calling the readers, then processors, then writers, and it will perform the batching. Then we have job completion Then we have job completion notification listener that will listen after the job is completed. So that you can check it in database also. So this is all about the project. Now let me run it and show you. So I'm going, before that I will show you in the database. See here we have a student database, but there is no class here. So now I will run the project. I'm going to run it. So yeah, the project ran successfully, and here you can see that the status is completed. So you can see in the database also. Now let me see. Let me refresh. Yeah, here you can see the table got created. Here is the student tables. So you can run and see the data. So here you can see all the data got populated in the database that we have read it from the CSV files. And these are the other tables got created that I can explain in another video here. So this is how we implement Spring batching in the Spring Boot project. I hope you like I hope this will be interesting to you, and if you like then please subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you.